Hey everyone, welcome back to the 360 Degree Data Podcast. Today we are breaking down Google's new Gemini 3 and why the tech world is calling it one of the most important model releases of the year. No hype, no marketing fluff, just the actual technical breakthroughs that matter. The biggest story with Gemini 3 is the new architecture. Google isn't just scaling parameters, they've redesigned how the model reasons. The highlight is multimodal reasoning at native level. Gemini 3 doesn't bolt on multimodality like many LLMs. Images, text, audio, video, all processed through a shared representation layer. Why this matters? Cross-modal understanding is smoother. The model doesn't hallucinate between modalities as often. It can analyze a chart, understand spoken text, and compare to written data in one pass. This is Google flexing its strength in large-scale TPU optimization and multimodal transformers. Everyone brags about long context windows. Gemini 3 actually uses them. Google's new mixture of depth attention and selective retrieval allows multi-100,000 token contexts, less degradation over long documents, better handling of structured data such as PDFs, logs, slide decks. Developers will love this. If you feed Gemini 3 a 300-page technical spec, it stays coherent and can build code, diagrams, test cases, or summarizes directly from it. For enterprise use cases, this is huge. Gemini 3 is optimized for agentic workflows, not just chat. Google has reworked tool calling, function execution, multi-step task planning, memory and state management. They finally bridge the gap between here's a great model to here's a model that can actually do things. This means personal assistants that remember preferences, coding co-pilots that operate on full code basis, design agents that take actions in Google Workspace, research co-pilot that track hypotheses over long sessions. Gemini 1 and 1.5 were strong models, no doubt about it. Gemini 3 is an action engine. While everyone looks at raw intelligence, the real edge of Gemini 3 is efficiency. With TPUs and new routing strategies, inference is faster, latency is lower, cost per token is dramatically reduced. This makes Gemini 3 extremely attractive for large-scale enterprise deployments, continuous real-time agents, video and audio understanding at scale. And Google is clearly positioning Gemini as the always-on AI, the one that lives inside phones, browsers, and apps. Gemini 3 is not only great at analyzing multimodal content, it's strong at generating it too. Features include high-fidelity image generation with fewer artifacts, video storyboarding and shot planning, synthetic voice generation with better emotional range, code and media code generation, example, produce an API and UI and voiceover. This is the space where Google is clearly aiming at OpenAI Sora and GPT-4o capabilities, and the gap is shrinking fast. Here's the biggest strategic advantage nobody talks about. Gemini lives everywhere Google lives. Search, Chrome, Android, YouTube, Workspace. This gives Google an enormous inference and distribution advantage. Every Android becomes a front end for Gemini 3. Every Chrome tab becomes a potential agent environment. This is how AI becomes a background infrastructure instead of a tool you explicitly open. So what's so good about Gemini 3? It's not one feature, it's a fact that Google finally combined architecture and multimodality and agents and efficiency and ecosystem into a model that actually feels next generation. If Gemini 1.5 was the warm-up, Gemini 3 is the real game. Follow 360 Degree Data Podcast for more deep dives on the tech shaping our future.